Welcome back everyone at GameMadness, only the best entertainment. Today we're looking at my pickup video, which I went to the flea market today. Unfortunately I couldn't able to bring my camera along because it was kind of really slippery because they didn't remove the snow at the area, and I actually don't want to risk dropping my camera. And also I actually went there extremely late. I actually didn't have no plans on going to the flea market at all today because I thought it was gonna be closed because it had puddles of water and ice. So I actually went there around like closing time, and unfortunately there were few vendors still there, and one of the vendor who actually sells a lot of video games, and not only video games but like toys, child clothing and stuff like that. But most importantly, he actually know his prices. He used to own like a game store, but then decided to open up a flea market because he said he actually make more money on the flea market compared to stores. So I'm not sure if I overspended it. I never spent over $100, but this time I went overboard, which I don't know if I did a good choice or. All right. So this is the bag. This is from one particular vendor, so I didn't went other than one vendor over there, so this is not for multiple people. Other stuff is that the bad thing about this is that he didn't have no cables, power cable or controllers. He only gave me one control for one of the systems, but he had two controllers. Unfortunately he left it at home, so I'm gonna go back there probably next week and ask him if he actually find them yet. So let's get started, and I will tell you the price afterwards, how much I spent, and you could let me know at the comments below if I basically I actually got ripped off buying this stuff. But let's see. Let me just place this bag in the floor so I could have more room over here. Alright, so since I'm a big I started off from Nintendo 64. That's my first video game system. I actually extremely love Nintendo 64, so whenever I find something Nintendo 64 I have to grab it. So I actually bought this, I don't know if this is aqua blue, I think that's what it is. Actually, I think it just comes with a jumper pack, not the expansion pack. As you can see, is in perfect condition. But fortunately, like I said before, it doesn't come with the cables. And I actually didn't tell you the truth, I actually didn't look at the system condition when I actually purchased those. He was keep putting in the bag, and I didn't bother on asking him to let me see first. That was kind of risky right there. Next up is another Nintendo 64, which is, I really don't know the names of this. I need to do more research. It's like a red Nintendo 64, which comes with expansion pack, so that's nice. Overall, the system's in great shape. I just need to purchase the cover. Maybe I'll look it up at eBay or probably look for something similar system, so I could just put a cover underneath. Alright, this one is actually the best system overall, which I ever got so far in the flea market. Overall it's in a decent shape. I think it's in good shape. That is Pokemon Pikachu Nintendo 64. I used to have this brand new, but I actually sold it because I was actually needed money to pay off something. I forgot what it was. So I actually sold it. Then later on I regretted it, but it's in really great shape, by the way. Let me see if it, okay, it just comes with a jumper pack, and as you can see inside of the system is in really absolutely great shape. Alright, so that was the Pikachu one, and the next up is, this one is I think the worst condition overall whatever I purchased so far, which is the gold Nintendo 64. which has the missing cover, top cover, but it has the expansion pack. I might clean it a bit. I think just the stains on it, which I gonna use some cleaning tools to remove it. It comes with all the covers, that's nice, in the back. And yeah, so this is the gold Nintendo 64. Another Nintendo 64. This is what is it? See-through black. Like I said, I'm not really good in names of this Nintendo systems. I know the fact that it had this crack because I mistakenly dropped it when I actually when I was placing the bag in the floor at the flea market. I knew I actually cracked something. Now I figure it was the system. But it's not that big of a crack. It's just like a little crack right over here. I don't know if you could see it by the camera, but I think this is smoke black. But overall, in a great condition system. Like this one also missing the top cover. Alright, so this is one of the controls that I was talking about, that he included it, which is for the Pokemon Nintendo 64, which I actually thought it was perfect because the Pokemon control is more rare than any other control, even though the other controls are more rare too, to the color wise, and they go for a higher price. But I'm really glad that they have that controller. Alright, so other stuff I picked up from him was Game Boy Pockets, which the condition is okay. It has missing battery covers. Really glad to pick those up because I actually don't have a Game Boy Pocket. I had one, the yellow one, which I also sold a while back due to the monies. I actually needed money back in time. But I'm glad I actually got two of those Game Boy Pockets again. And last but not least is an Xbox game. I never heard about this game, Maximum Chase. I actually purchased this not from the same vendor. I purchased it from the different vendor. She actually just wanted $3 for this game. It's actually complete. And I never heard about this game. It's actually Microsoft Xbox exclusive title. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about this game, because it looks like some sort of Fast and Furious type of game. I'm not really sure. I might look into it, but for $3 it's worth the try. Alright, so this was all it. Now I'm actually gonna tell you how much I spent overall. The guy actually wanted $30 each for the system. First, he actually wanted different prices for the systems. He wanted $85 for the Pokemon system, $65 for the Nintendo 64 system, and I didn't know he actually had this system at all. Those clear black, gold, and the green one right there. He actually told me afterwards, hey, I got a more N64s. I said, alright, great. So how much do you want for all of them? Then I'm willing to pay for everything. Just give me a good price and I will pick them up. And he said, hey, do you want the cables? Do you want the controllers? I said, I could buy the power cable. I could buy the AV cable from outside for cheap from the thrift shops or other flea market vendors. So I said, I don't need those cables. I could buy later on. But I would love to get the controllers. So, but he only had one control for this system. So I said, alright, I'll give you $30 for each of the system. I'm willing to sell for $30 for each of the N64s. So and the Game Boy Pockets was, I believe, $10 each. And roughly, I think I paid about 170, 160, around that price point. You could calculate like 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. And he actually wanted $10 extra. I don't know why he wanted that for the controller. So that was $10 for the controller. and I know I actually overspent it this time around, but this was actually an amazing find so far, because in my location the retro games, retro systems like this is really hard to find in this condition. I'm really glad to pick this up, even though I overpaid, and maybe on eBay it will be way cheaper compared to this. So thank you for watching, and I will be uploading more videos shortly, and keep an eye out. And thank you for watching Game Madness, only the best entertainment. Take care, gamers unite.